Today is Friday, day 5. I'm still feeling strong. I don't have any cravings because I'm very regular with my meals, so my blood sugar levels don't crash. However, I am sore in my back and biceps from yesterday's workout, so I hope you are as well. Today we've got shoulders, calves and abs, so make sure you take your pre-workout supplements so you've got plenty of energy, and I'll see you at the gym. I started off doing some rotator cuff movements. I tore my infraspinatus and supraspinatus muscle when I was surfing years ago. Those little muscles around, in your rotator cuff are very small. So the stronger your deltoid muscles get, in reality, the weaker that your rotator cuff muscles get. So you really need to work them. I normally work them mainly before shoulders and before chest. So now we're going to move straight onto the military press with another warm-up set, and this is just with the bar. So we're going to do around 3 sets of 8 repetitions, increasing the weight with each set. I only go as far as chin level on this exercise. I find that it puts too much strain upon the shoulders. If you're using dumbbells, then you can go down a little bit further because you've got more of a free range of motion. However, you're a little bit fixed with the barbell. Now I'm strapping up on this exercise with the wrist wraps and the elbow straps. The reason being, this is as a preventative measure. It helps keep the wrist straight and takes a strain off the elbow joints. Make sure your back is supported during this time against the back support to prevent injury. We're going quite heavy on this exercise, around 6 to 8 repetitions, and make sure that you're going to absolute failure on each one of these working sets. We're going to do side raises, 3 sets of around 15 repetitions. Now by doing the shoulder press, we're hitting all of the shoulder heads, mainly the front delt. On the lateral movement, we're going to work the outer part as well. So make sure you're standing erect. There's a little bit of a swing in this exercise. It's a controlled cheating. It's not ballistic movement. Especially when you're going heavy on this movement, it just takes the strain away from the back. Now, the way I did upright rows, I started with a wide grip, and then a medium grip, and then narrow grip. I did 7 reps with a wide, 7 on the medium, 7 on the narrow. That counted as 1 set, and we did 3 sets of that. The reason why I like to do that is because when I go wide, it really hits my rear delts. And so then when I go medium, I kind of hit all of the delts. And when I go narrow, I really feel that I can hit the traps, So I like to just hit it from all angles. I just find I can get a better mind-muscle connection when I do it that way. So I did 3 sets of that. So now we're on to rear raises. We're doing the FST7, so remember we're doing 7 sets with around 30-second rest in between sets. So rear delts is a weaker body part for me, so that's why we did the FST7 on the rear delts. So I'm starting off with my chest supported on this exercise, so I can really focus on the rear delts, and this takes away the strain from the back. But occasionally what I'll do, like I'm going to do here, I'll change things up, and halfway through I'll do the others just standing bent over at a 90-degree angle. So make sure that you're slightly looking up when you're doing that exercise as well, just to help keep your back straight. We moved on to supersets, meaning no rest in between abs and calves. So as soon as I did a set of sit-ups, I went immediately onto the seated calf machine. So with sit-ups, I like to use a resistance, so I had an 80-pound dumbbell on my chest. I just find abs really shouldn't be treated differently to any other muscle, so it should, you should go kind of on the lower rep range. If I was just doing normal sit-ups, I could probably do about 60, 70, 80 reps, so I use an added resistance, so I'm knocking around like 15 to 20 repetitions there. Once we've done the sit-ups, we went straight onto calves in between supersets and did seated calf press. Now you might have noticed that I go really slow and deliberate. The reason being is that the Achilles tendon is a very, very thick tendon. So if you go too fast, your tendon takes all of the stress and your muscle, the calf muscle, doesn't. So that's why you'll see a lot of people stacking a hell of a lot of weight on the seated calf or standing calf machine, just repping up and down, and still a year later they've got tiny calves. I was one of those guys. We haven't got a standing calf machine in here, so I'll just do 1 foot at a time, just on a step. So once I've reached failure, which was around 20 repetitions, I'll move on to the other foot, then straight back to the other foot again. This time I could probably knock out only maybe 15, 16 repetitions because the fatigue is kicking in. I haven't given the muscle an opportunity to really recover, but I just go back and forth and knock out about 3 sets of that. Make sure I get real top squeeze contraction, and then slowly lower down, get a full stretch of the muscle, and then bang it back out. Okay, it's the end of day 5. Today we did shoulders, then we did calves, and then we did abs. So now we finished with that. I'm having my shake, and I'm about to do 20 minutes of cardio, which will involve me just walking home. And that's it for day 5. Come back tomorrow and check out my muscle and learn about yours.